We've been creating training tools for the Marine Corps for many years, and this work brought us close to many of the Marines who fought in Fallujah. And after these Marines got back from Fallujah, they talked to us about making a video game to tell the world about their experiences there.
So far I've offered advice and just to technical aspects of the games and things that make it authentic to history, you know, including rates of fire, being accurate, making sure the M16 isn't a fully automatic weapon, which it is in some games, and accuracy in squad and squad movement, communication. Marine Corps basically teaches shoot, move, and communicate, and trying to follow those three basic rules.
I think realism is a very important part of the game, but a term we use more often is authenticity. That means that we create the essential elements of the experience, and we leave out those that are non-essential. We are a video game, and we need to be accessible as such and provide gameplay. So we make some concessions to that. We have a regenerative health model, for example, in the game. What that does is emphasize the importance of cover, as it was very important for Marines such as Mike who were there, to take advantage of the environment that they were in. So even when we make a concession for the sake of gameplay, it's still in order to underscore the authenticity of the experience itself.
When the Marines came back from Fallujah and started telling us about the engagements, they became clear to us very quickly that it would not be possible to actually recreate this battle with any conventional engine. And so we knew at that point that we would have to build a new engine from scratch. And the main reason for that is that so much of modern warfare and Marine tactics involve destruction. And so, for instance, Marines don't typically enter through the front door because that's where the enemy orients his fire. Instead, they'll make their own entrance. And so we built an engine in which players can blow holes in any wall, collapse any building. It basically allows you the flexibility to move anywhere within the environment and use the same tactics that the Marines were using.
It's not conventional warfare where you have a force on one side and an opposing force on the other side in a straight line. The enemy's all around. There are no front lines per se, and you have to have your Marines and your team, your squad, facing 360, and not just front, back, left, and right, but up and down as well. So bringing in those elements of the game and having so many more opportunities for insurgents to hide in different spaces creates enormous challenges.
In previous games, the environment is more of a facade than a real part of the play experience. So it's usually you experience walls that are paper thin and can block views, and you can do all sorts of optimizations, for example, in engine, because you're not rendering things that you can't see through the facades. In a completely destructible environment, however, all those rules get thrown out the window, and so we have to build our environments as they were in real life. Every wall has thickness. All the buildings have structural members and support. We have a really advanced physics systems in the game itself, and that makes it difficult because we can't do the kinds of cheats and shortcuts that we've done in the past. But it also enables a really rich gameplay experience.
It's important as people understand that 6 Days in Fallujah is not about whether the U.S. and its allies should have invaded Iraq. It's a factual recreation of the true stories of the Marines who fought there, and as presented to us by the Marines who were actually there. The game will release on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Windows, and Macintosh in 2010, and it's going to be published by Konami and developed by Atomic.